As True for Life give you a warm welcome to this space created for you. Here we're going to talk about different topics, but the first thing that we're going to do is to learn and reflect together. Today we're going to talk about the grieving process, or even in this case, we're going to talk about the accepting the loss and facing the loss. But before of that, we would like to give you the introduction to share your comments and suggestions to our YouTube channel. My name is Mariana Zapata, and I am the psychologist in charge of this space created for you today. First of all, we're going to talk about the grieving, accepting, and also taking in account that the grief always will become with a lot of pain. The pain of lost someone or something that I appreciated a lot. Like when I lost a loved one after the death, and it doesn't matter the cause of the death. Maybe the illness, or maybe an accident, or maybe something that comes with a lot of pain and misunderstanding. But most of the time, when we have to suffer the loss of someone that I did love, we not always be prepared for accept the loss. And for that reason, we would like to give you some kind of topics and also tools to face this kind of situations, and also introduce to yourself to this stage of the grieving process that will be the accepting and facing the loss. We're going to talk about the accepting and facing the loss with this introduction to the topic. Accepting and facing the loss of a loved one implies dealing fully with the reality that the person is not longer there, and that she or he is gone and will not return. When we have to face and accept the loss of someone that we love or have a deep love, is accept the reality that that person will be not more with me, also sharing the life, sharing the routine, or even sharing the happiness. For that reason, it's difficult for us to understand what is happening and also deny the reality like it is, because it's so painful accept that what I have to live now, what I have to confront right now, will be without that person that I love in a deeply way. Also comes with part of accepting the reality is to realize that returning is impossible, and at least this life as we can visit it. When we have to understand that we can go back to the past, and also we realize that we would like to live in the past with that person, it's difficult to accept the reality like it is and live the present moment. So one of the first things that we would like to give you the chance to understand in this process of accepting the loss is when I have to recognize that maybe I am living the past. My thoughts, my feelings, and also the way that I am living right now is so connected with the past. The past comes with a lot of nostalgic feelings, and also comes with the thought of the person, with the feeling that I previously have with that one. Makes me feel comfortable to believe that the person will be good, or even the life will be better with that person. And we start to come with a lot of different thoughts that make us feel that maybe the past will be better because that person was there. But also, let's talk about maybe we can live this life and accept this life, also accepting the loss and accept the emptiness. We will introduce the topic of barriers or limits or conflicts we have to confront in this process of accepting the loss. Grief doesn't change you, it releases you. This is the quote when we going to with the one that we're going to introduce, the kind of conflicts and barriers that we have to live and experience during this process previously to start the accepting and facing process. One of the first barriers that we have to experiencing and accept and see and realize is the reality denial that comes with different situations, and examples will be like makes you be busy all the time or start to do a lot of tasks, or even start to study something new, makes you feel like that you are busy all the time. When you are trying to avoid these kind of feelings or pain, you start to do a lot of things at the same time. Sometimes you start to work a little bit more, or even you start to make a little bit more of exercise, or even on the other hand, the people start to sleep more, or start to stop the conversations and the relations that they previously have with the people. And most of the time the denial reaction will be not accept the life, or even accept the feeling of that person is not anymore. The feeling of emptiness is so complicated for us to understand at the first moment. For the reason we start to avoid it from different ways, and most of the times the ways comes with tax, commitments. Sometimes we start to work a little bit more or more hours because we don't like to come again to home and see the reality. The reality is that person that I love is not there anymore. That is one of the most common situations that we have to realize that happens a lot. The other is isolation. The people start to believe that it's not healthy or good for them have contact with people, even people that they love, people that they care about, and they start to believe that it's not important. Maybe if I love this person, it's not value because also I will lose too. And in the same way, they start to isolate themselves and say, like, I don't need to be in contact with my family, with my partner, with my friends, because they don't understand my feelings. They don't understand my decisions and also how I am feeling. In this kind of situations, if you are having this kind of actions, and also if you are feeling that maybe you don't have energy to be in contact with all the people that you most of the times have to be in contact, also is a good sign to understand what is happening with you, and also be careful of that sign, because also becomes with a feeling of loneliness. And when you start to feel lonely, it doesn't matter if you are around a million people, you will be feeling like misunderstanding, and also feel out of the place, or even you don't feel connection with the world and with the people. And when you are in this stage, when you feel in that way, it's difficult to also start again a deep connection, start again that feeling of being loved, that the life have a meaning, and you start to forget a lot of things that previously makes you happy and makes you connect with the life. For the reason, if you are having this kind of actions, be careful and take attention and pay attention for that kind of actions. The other conflict or barriers that comes with the process, or even a stage that comes previously of the accepting, is other alternatives of lost fat. We start to have a lot of fantasies thinking about, if maybe I say something different, if maybe I spend more time with this person, If maybe I avoid to spend a lot of time working, this person maybe will stay a little bit more, or I feel less guilty. We start to fantasize with a lot of different alternatives of the loss, or even of the way of the loss, and that happens a lot to makes us feel a little bit better with the reality. But if this situation of start thinking about the different alternatives of the loss, stay for a long time, will be more healthy for for the mental health, and also will be bad for our um, way to see and understand the life, because at the same time we will be thinking about the past and will be connected again with the past, thinking that maybe if I can change something. But if you stay thinking about what we can change, or even what it will be better, makes you feel more frustrated and will give you the conflict, or will comes with the conflict with the death, or even with the loss. And every time there comes a different loss or a different death during your entire life, you will come again feeling, or you will start to feeling again this frustrating feeling, because it's difficult for you to accept the reality like it is in the moment. Try to also understand that it's something normal. Try to justify what happened. Try to understand what happened in the circumstances and the reasons, but not for that reason that is normal and common that we try to understand. We need to look for other alternatives of the loss, or even of the fact of the loss, because what it is or what happened is the reality, and accept it like it is give you also the sense of the feeling of freedom, and accept, well, now I have a lot of different things to do a little bit better, and also taking care of what I have to live, confront, or also resolve in the future. Knowing all these barriers that we have to understand, and taking account like a symptom or a sign that maybe you are also in a denial stage, we would like to introduce you how we can improve our accepting process, or our accepting state. Let's introduce this quote. Grief doesn't make you imperfect. It becomes you a human, or it becomes you human. How we can face and accept the loss. One of the first things that we have to understand and give you the chance to do is allow yourself to feel pain, feel the sadness and other emotions. As we told you before, with the kind of barriers that we have to experience, the denial reality becomes with more of different situations that avoid the reality. Also, avoid the reality becomes with avoid the emotions. No one likes to be in this kind of sadness stage. Now, all the time we would like to be in these situations. We avoid it. We don't like to be in that kind of situations and experiences a lot of pain. But we have to accept it, and also give you the chance to experience it like something that give you the chance to understand what is happening. If you understand what is happening, and also if you can give you the chance to express what is your feeling, or even which feeling is more deeper of the other, at the end of the day you can give your chance to understand maybe the circumstances, or even understand what will be better for you, how you can even help the others, and in the same time you can give in the chance to understand how you can improve a little bit more the feelings of happiness and gratitude to the circumstances, to the person that you love, or even what happened, what you did for the person, and that give you the chance to introduce new feelings to the sadness or the pain, because at the same time you can understand that that connection, that relationship that you had with that person that is not more with you, have a lot of different emotions more than the sadness and pain, and that give you the chance to remember that person with a lot of different feelings: gratitude, love, respect, honor, and at the same time the feeling and remembering the other person will give you the chance to be good and also feel ready to talk of the loss or even talk of the loved one. The other way that we can accept and face the loss is find ways to express your emotions. The ways that we can express our emotions is not only crying or even feeling angry, or some of the people do kind of therapy, or they talk with a friend, but talk about your emotions with people and also find the ways to express this feeling. Is try to make that kind of connection with what happened, and also if you can even have a farewell with the person that you love, try to do it expressing your feelings. There is a lot of people that go to the cemeteries and say goodbye to their loved ones because they can have a live farewell. And at the same way, they try to understand what happened during this conversation and expressing their feelings to the departed loved one. And some other people express their emotions as a family or as a friend because they also lost a partner, or lost the daughter, or they lost a brother or a sister. And in the same way, they can connect this same feeling of emptiness or sad. Some of them can share the guilty feeling, and in the same time, or even in the same way, they can even destroy this belief that they are guilty of something that they don't did, or they sometimes start to believe that maybe they were aggressive or not afraid with them. And when they have this kind of conversation, when they express how they feel, their emotions, they finally start to have less the feeling, and in the same time the emotions of um, gratitude, and also be fair of their emotions that they have each other, make them feel better as an equals, and in the same time the same grieving is living. Other of the things that we can do to accept and face the loss is be patient with your own healthy process. When we have a healthy grieving process, we have to accept and realize that we don't have any specific time to feel don't feel pain or sadness. If we have a healthy grief process, we accept that we can feel sad thinking about the departed loved one, but also at the same time I can feel joy and I can feel gratitude. We never will avoid the missing feeling. The missing feeling will come all the time that we talk about this person, but we also can have a healthy grief process when we can realize that I don't feel only bad or sadness feelings. We can also remembering that person, accepting the absence, accepting the sadness of the absence, but in the same way, I can accept the loss as a natural process, as a natural way to live the life. Other way that we can accept and face the loss is avoiding comparing your pain with others. For also having the continuous of the last keep that we provide to you. For many people that we see in the office in the counseling sessions, they believe that maybe they are living a lot of pain, they are experiencing a lot of pain, and they ask to me, um, when I have to, or when is proper to start to cry. And they ask to themselves, is normal to cry all the time, and is fair for the departed loved one to be sad, because the people say to me that if I cry, the other person can rest in peace. And the people start to believe that kind of cultural beliefs, spiritual beliefs. And in this situation, we have to be so honest with us and also accept the pain and the relation that I have with this person. If I have a deep relation with the departed loved one, my grief will be different to the person that have a distant relationship. So start to understand that maybe if you are living a grieving that makes you feel a lot of pain, is because you have a deep relationship with the person. And for the others it was different. Accept your own grief also will give you the chance to have a healthy process. Try to follow your healthy routines. Don't stop your routines. Even if for you it's complicated to understand and accept, try to keep always the way or even the routine of eating, sleeping, and also if you have a routine with your pets or even with your partner to go to work, or if you are having a classes together, or even if you have a project, try to come back to the project at the time that you feel a little bit of energy, and also understand that this grief process will pass and you will go and glow up. But at the same time, you can understand that in this moment I have to take my own time for grieving, but don't stop to live the life and accept it. Accept that I have to continue. If in accept that I have to continue is accept to continue the routines. Other way to accept the loss is find ways to connect with life. Find ways to connect with life is all the things that makes you feel good, satisfied, that makes you feel pleasure, that makes you feel connect with all the things that makes you happy. And in the same way is try to understand that I can continue with my hobbies, also I can continue with my routine, also I can continue having contact with the people that I love, and even enjoy a little bit more. Other way to accept and face the loss is take care of yourself and your environment. Take care of yourself is also remember you again all the time that you can, that you need to be good, that you need to be healthy, to still join in caring of the others that also still living with you. They are still alive, and also you can enjoy their presence, their feelings, their emotions, and also the things that you share together. So take care of yourself is also remember you, that you are the person that can also still taking care and enjoying all the people that are still alive. Taking care of yourself also is have word or a value word. If you have a commitment, maybe start a new class, start a new routine or a healthy habit, respect your own word. That also is take care of yourself. Respect your own word, and also at the same time try to give you congrats when you realize or maybe achieve a goal, and at the same time have an internal conversation when you can have an objective, or even when you go away of the work you don't complete it, that kind of goals. Other way to face and accept the loss is avoid exercise intake avoid excessive intake of psychoactive substance. Most of the people try to avoid this feeling of pain in taking a lot of alcohol or other substance, because they feel better in that moment. And the reality is that after to take this kind of substance, they feel worse, because all the feelings comes with a lot of intensity, and they can understand and handle of this kind of situations. If you're having problems with alcohol or drugs, try to ask for help, because not always is happening to go out of these places or go out of these situations. Sometimes we need people that makes us feel in this situation like it is, but also feel supportive, makes us feel safe. And sometimes we need to ask for that help when we can handle this kind of excessive intake of substance. And also you can ask for the professional supportive help. Other way to accept and face the loss will be allow yourself to meditate and talk about your special dates. These special dates will come with a lot of nostalgic feelings. The birthday of the person that is not with us anymore, the day that the day when they die also, and other special days like Christmas, like Thanksgiving, or the New Year. Some special days that maybe you have in common. There are partners sometimes that have a special day to go out, and they have a dinner, or they go to dance, or make a little walk around the street, around the neighborhood. And sometimes when comes that special days, the people start to avoid it, and they don't celebrate, they don't like to live this situation without this person. And allow yourself to have this kind of conversation with your family and with your friends. Try to understand, maybe it's fair to avoid to celebrate these special days just because this person is not with us anymore. We're going to reject the feelings or the good feelings that we can experience it during these special days just because this person is not with us anymore. And also other questions that you can make to yourself is, maybe this person will be agree of that kind of attitude, that kind of decisions to don't celebrate these special dates. The reason why this person is not with us anymore, it doesn't mean that we have to stop to live the life in a joyful way or in a healthy way. One of the keys of a quality life is accept the deep pain, but at the same time accept all the things that I can feel gratitude or feel grateful for the life. And in the same ways, feel grateful for the people that I can still enjoy and also still being by myself. Knowing all these keys that we bring to you of how we can accept and face the loss, we can close with the topic with this quote that is, grief is a process, not a state, not an state. If grief is a process, we have the certain that it's not a feeling that I will experience this during all the time, during my entire life. If grieving is a process, is just some way to experience it, the life like it is. I need to accept this deep pain, and I need to accept that maybe for only this time I will feel in this way. But also it's accept that when I have to pass this situation, then I will feel again happy, grateful, and also completed. Grief, however painful and complicated it may be, can be an exceptional source of personal growth and fulfillment. As long as we are able to cope with it and learned to accept to realize loss. A healthy person is one who doesn't try to escape the pain, but rather, knowing that it will happen, tries to manage, manage it. In the same way, I can understand that the pain will make me feel what will make me a better person and also will give me the chance to grow, to be a fulfillment person and understand the life like it is. I will have also the chance to understand that this is something that I can avoid during my life, but also I have the certain that I can have all the tools during my life and during my own reflection that I can manage it in the best way. And also I can do it in the best and healthy way. Knowing all this and also taking in account that we are having not only these conferences created for you, all these spaces that we try to create for your learning and reflection. Also, we would like to give you the invitation to look for the help if you are overwhelming with all the situation. If you feel that maybe you can accept it's difficult for you to understand what is happening, you can also look for the professional help. And also, a Cheerful Life give you the chance to look for the health. If you are a member of a Cheerful Life, you have 3 psychological sessions per year if you are living a grieving process. Or even if you would like to ask help for any other reason, you will have 1 counseling session per year for any other reason. Also, we would like to invite you again to follow us through our different social medias platforms that we have: Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube, where you can also find all this information that we brings to you in different posts and information that we create also for you. But also, if you would like to be part of a Cheerful Life or even look for the counseling sessions, there you have the WhatsApp number, the phone number, and the email information where you can contact us and also ask for your counseling sessions or ask for being part of this company. Also, like we always give you the invitation every conference, we would like to invite you for the upcoming conference. Will be on December, will be the last conference of the year, and the topic will be mental health. Will be on December 4th, and the topic is positivity improves mental health. We have 2 different topics: quality of life and grieving. And this day we're going to talk about quality of life, and the main topic will be mental health and the positivity, like something that makes you improves your mental health. Give you again the thanks for follow-ups and also to give your comments and suggestions in our YouTube channel, and invite you to the next and last conference that we're going to have this year. Remember that a Cheerful Life is what we all deserve.